Hey everyone, what's happening? Is Waseem here from Handsome Smiles. Thank you for joining me on another fragrance related video. Guys, today I'm going to be doing a review of a fragrance from the house of Issey Miyake. The fragrance I'm reviewing today is Lotus pour Homme. Now this is my 75ml bottle with a production date of 2011. I picked this fragrance up back in 2011, and last year I also picked up another bottle of the same fragrance, Lotus pour Homme, this time a 200ml bottle, and the production date being 2015. Now later on into the review, I'm going to be touching upon the differences I find in both of these fragrances, and I'll be touching upon the subtle reformulation issue of this fragrance as well. But moving on to the review itself, Lotus pour Homme was released back in 1994, so the fragrance is around 22 years old now. The fragrance is classified as a woody aquatic, and the nose behind this fragrance was Jacques Cavallier. Now Jacques Cavallier is a renowned perfumer. He's been behind many classics in the designer world. He's been behind M7 and the original formulation of Rive Gauche by YSL. He's also been behind Bulgari's Aqua pour Homme. Now that was a little bit of a background regarding Lotus pour Homme. Let's move over to the notes, guys. At the top, you're going to get coriander, cypress, mandarin orange, tarragon, yuzu, lemon verbena, sage, bergamot, and lemon. The heart of the fragrance is nutmeg, cinnamon, geranium, saffron, lily-of-the-valley, and blue lotus. The base of the fragrance is vetiver, musk, sandalwood, cedar, amber, and tobacco. So those were the notes of Lotus pour Homme. But what do I really get from this fragrance, and how does this fragrance make me feel? So when I first spray on Lotus pour Homme onto my skin, I get a very bright, sweet, and slightly sour citrus opening. It's incredibly fresh and invigorating in the opening, guys, and you get a huge blast of citruses. The main notes in the opening is definitely the yuzu, guys. The yuzu is a Japanese citrus fruit, and along with this yuzu, you also get the lemon and the bergamot. The opening is definitely about the really invigorating citruses. As the fragrance develops on your skin, into the heart you're introduced to some beautiful florals, especially the blue lotus note. Now the blue lotus note really gives this fragrance an aquatic, watery feel, and it's absolutely outstanding. There's another lotus note in another fragrance which also gives it this aquatic feel, and that's in Nautical Voyage. And again, in this fragrance, the lotus note gives this fragrance a beautiful aquatic, watery feel. So the citruses and the florals in the mid really just mesh and blend so well together to create such a beautiful composition. Into the dry down, guys, this fragrance, again, it's dominated by the citruses, mostly the yuzu, and into the background you have the florals there as well, and the aquatic nature of the scent too. But into the dry down you also get introduced to some woods, the cedar wood, the sandalwood, and the vetiver, and also a touch of subtle spiciness as well, which I believe comes from the tobacco. Now this is a fragrance which is used for the summer, and it's a designer summer scent, but it's a fragrance which has so many characteristics and facets and a lot of complexities to it as well. It's a fragrance which opens up very citrusy. You get a lot of citrus, but you also get an aquatic feel to this fragrance as well. With the aquatics, the citrus, you also get some florals, and you also get some woods as well, with a touch of spiciness. So there's a lot of facets and characteristics with this fragrance. It's very, very complex for a summer designer fragrance, for me, in my own opinion anyway. And all the notes that are in this fragrance for me just blend so well together to create such a pleasing fragrance. If you've watched my top 5 most complimented fragrances video, Lotus pour Homme was featured at number 1, guys. It's been my most complimented fragrance ever since I started wearing fragrances back in 2011. It's a fragrance which many people have complimented me and have been quite pleased by. So moving on to the performance of this scent, this is where I'm going to be touching upon the reformulation issue. Now my bottle from 2011, the projection was excellent. It really pushed out, guys. It had a great scent cloud, great sillage. People noticed and complimented me, so the projection was excellent, and that is brilliant for a summertime fragrance, especially a summer citrus scent. which many designer citrus scents don't really project as well. In terms of longevity, I got around 12 hours, which is mind-blowingly excellent for a summer scent. And when we talk about the reformulation, which I found in my 25 production date bottle, the projection was a tad bit less, not massively. The old bottle I got excellent projection, but my bottle from 2015, the projection was more moderate. It didn't project as massively, and I didn't feel like the sillage was as strong, but the projection was still quite good. Moderate is quite good for a citrus summer scent. And in terms of longevity, my old bottle I got around 12 hours, but with the newer bottle, the longevity was much less. I got about 8 hours, which is still quite pleasing, to be honest, for a summer scent. But guys, it's not as good as the older reformulation, or shall I say the vintage formulation. In terms of seasons, Lotus is definitely a scent which I would only ever wear in the warmer months, especially in the daytime, guys. It really works well in the spring and especially the really hot summer days. However, the scent is quite versatile. You could pull this off all year round, especially in the daytime. And in terms of occasions, I would wear this for casual. I would wear it for dates, especially because it's quite pleasing. Because of its non-offensive and pleasing nature, I could wear it really well as a date scent as well, and as a work scent, sorry. And for me, reading up online and reading and watching other people's review, a lot of people have used this as a nighttime scent as well. Apparently this was a very popular clubbing fragrance, so maybe that's an option for you guys as well. So you can either wear this for work, dates, casual, or going out clubbing. So in terms of overall rating, for me, it's definitely going to be a 5 out of 5, guys. This is a fragrance, especially my older 2011 bottle, a fragrance which I've been complimented so many times. The scent itself is so pleasing, and I absolutely adore wearing this in the summer. I think it's a beautiful, amazing scent, and a scent which you get so many characteristics and facets to it. It's citrusy, it's aquatic, it's woody, you get some spiciness. It's just got so much going for it. It's a scent which I absolutely adore, and people around me adore as well. It's one of the best designer summer fragrances out there. It's a perfect score of 5 out of 5. So there you have it, guys. That's my review of Lotus by Issey Miyake. I hope you enjoyed this review, guys. If you have, then please do leave me a like and a comment below. It really helps out my channel. And guys, if you haven't subscribed, then please do hit that subscribe button. Until next time, my friends, see you later.